Did the world truly understand the storm that was about to descend upon Poland on the 1st of September 1939? From the very first hours of that day, a new kind of warfare erupted across the heart of Europe, one that would forever redefine military strategy and the horrors of modern combat. The German military unleashed what would come to be known as Blitzkrieg, a term meaning lightning war, a strategy that combined the speed of mechanized infantry, the shock of aerial bombardment, and the relentless pressure of coordinated attacks to paralyze and overwhelm an enemy before it could effectively respond. This was not merely a battle, it was a demonstration of strategic innovation designed to achieve rapid conquest through disruption rather than prolonged engagement. Poland, caught in a precarious geopolitical position between Germany and the Soviet Union, faced an adversary that had been preparing meticulously for years. Blitzkrieg relied heavily on the integration of tanks, which the Germans called Panzer divisions, and dive bombers known as Stukas. The tanks were not merely armored vehicles, they were mobile fortresses, capable of punching through defensive lines while carrying mechanized infantry directly into the heart of resistance. The Stukas, with their terrifying sirens, inflicted both physical and psychological damage, instilling fear and confusion that complemented the mechanical advances on the ground. Roads, railways, and communication hubs became immediate targets as the invaders understood that speed and surprise were as lethal as bullets or bombs. From the outset, the Polish military faced an almost impossible challenge. Despite heroic resistance, their forces were spread thin and poorly equipped to confront the concentrated, highly coordinated German onslaught. The Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, dominated the skies, striking military installations, cities, and supply lines with precision that left defenders disoriented and civilians in terror. The Polish cavalry, still maintaining elements of traditional horse-mounted units, found themselves tragically outmatched by tanks and mechanized infantry, illustrating the brutal disparity between modern and outdated warfare techniques. Roads became arteries of destruction, villages and towns became choke points, and communication failures amplified the chaos. The consequences of the invasion were immediate and catastrophic. Within weeks, Poland's defensive lines crumbled under the relentless pressure of combined arms attacks. Entire divisions were encircled, cut off from reinforcements, and forced to surrender, while civilian populations were uprooted or caught in the crossfire. The Blitzkrieg strategy demonstrated its terrifying efficiency, showing that speed, coordination, and technological superiority could devastate a nation before it even had the opportunity to fully mobilize. The political ramifications were equally profound. The invasion of Poland directly triggered declarations of war by Britain and France, setting the stage for the wider conflagration that became the Second World War. Yet, the speed of German success shocked even seasoned strategists. It seemed as if the very concept of national defense had been upended. Observers worldwide were forced to reassess the nature of modern warfare, realizing that static defenses and traditional military doctrine were insufficient against such coordinated, high-velocity assaults. Moreover, the invasion highlighted the vulnerability of countries located between aggressive powers. Poland's geopolitical situation, wedged between Germany to the west and the Soviet Union to the east, meant that it could not rely on rapid foreign intervention. In a mere matter of weeks, the country was carved into occupied zones, and its sovereignty was obliterated. The Blitzkrieg did not merely conquer territory, it shattered national morale, disrupted economies, and initiated a period of occupation that would last for years, marked by repression, terror, and systematic attempts to erase Polish political and cultural identity. Even the term Blitzkrieg carried psychological weight. It was not a purely descriptive label. It conveyed the intention to strike swiftly, decisively, and with overwhelming force. Soldiers, commanders, and civilians alike understood that there was no room for hesitation and that traditional methods of preparation or negotiation were irrelevant in the face of such a methodology. The invasion became a case study in the lethal combination of mechanization, air power, and tactical coordination, laying the groundwork for subsequent German campaigns across Europe. Yet, the invasion of Poland was more than a military maneuver. It was the opening salvo of a conflict fueled by ideology, ambition, and a willingness to exploit technological advantage at the expense of human cost. Families were displaced, cities reduced to rubble, and the social fabric of an entire nation was violently disrupted. The Blitzkrieg strategy, while militarily brilliant, left a legacy of human suffering and foreshadowed the unprecedented destruction that would follow in the years to come. By the end of September 1939, Poland had been effectively subdued, but the invasion had ignited a global conflict. The lessons of those first days were clear. In the era of mechanized warfare, speed and surprise were as decisive as numbers and fortifications. The Blitzkrieg had arrived, and with it, a terrifying demonstration of modern war's capacity for devastation.
Thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe to the channel to support us. Leave a comment with your thoughts for next video ideas.